All right, joining us now for what feels like the second time in, I don't know, a week. You were just here. Ron
Yeah, I
Baker.
feel like I was. Yeah.
Ron, welcome back to the show. Appearance number 2.
It's just glad to see that you're still using your closet as your studio. I'm really impressed. Love it.
Do
Got
you
the
know
nice
the story
TBT
behind that?
logo up there.
Do you know the story behind that?
I can't remember, but I knew it was something comical.
Yeah, the door came off.
Yeah, I thought the door came off in a spectacular way. No.
No, it just came off in like August. And it's about to be August again. And I don't know if I'm going to get it fixed. Now it's just like really who I am, kind of like you cutting your hair, your famous
Right.
Goldilocks. It would be weird if I put my closet door back on.
Yeah, it just opens a room up. I'd just leave it off at this point.
I heard the wind.
Less of a hassle.
I heard the wind
Yes.
blew your hair around.
You guys just follow Scott City, Kansas on your weather apps on your iPhone and just randomly each day about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, just look at the wind speed every day.
It's tough to play golf there.
Oh, impossible. That south wind, it makes a hole about 150 yards longer. It's brutal.
Well, that's why we're going to Charleston and not Wichita so that we can golf.
Yeah, that's why Kansas is the flyover state, because of the wind. No one wants to golf there. I'd rather golf in South Carolina too.
Yeah, well, we're going to West Virginia, but
West Virginia.
All right,
Good deal.
TBT. That's why we're here. Let's talk about the Wichita Regional. A lot of really, really good teams. A lot of people. There's rumors that it's the best region. Does that make you really, really nervous?
I don't know if I'm nervous or more excited. What's cool is 16 teams are here this year instead of 2 years ago. It was only 8. So you'll get to see teams play that you obviously won't even play until or if you get to Dayton. But I think the top half of our region is probably one of the best 8 teams in the entire tournament, with Eberlin Drive, and I think the Cheaters are in there. And then I could be wrong, but Florida T&T might be in there as well. But tons of talent on that top half for sure.
Don't quote me on this, but I hear the Cheaters are using foreign substances on their basketballs.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. Isn't that kind of weird to actually cheat and name yourself the Cheaters?
But
wouldn't you want to try and hide it?
No, but who would name themselves the Cheaters and then cheat? That's part of their plan.
Yeah.
Oh. So they're the cheaters and they're not cheaters.
Exactly.
But they're actually cheating.
Exactly.
Wow. Who would have thought?
Are we creating another enemy, Andrew? We have one enemy right now, Ron, Mr. Baker, because someone got mad at us for our rankings, and now we just don't like Armored Athlete. And not don't like, but they're our enemy.
It wasn't even rankings. It wasn't even rankings. We just said, here's a few things to watch from the tournament, and an Armored Athlete replied with the pencil emoji. We just said 2 seconds.
Okay, we're taking notes. All right, Armored Athlete, fine. Then we'll never talk about you ever then.
You lost all your publicity. You're done.
Yeah, so add LA Cheaters to that list, because apparently now we're just talking about them cheating. Not only that, I think they have the worst name in the entire tournament. But that's irrelevant. Back to Wichita. Me and Andrew are both kind of upset that we're not being there, just because the atmosphere and the crowd at the Koch Center, correct? Koch
Arena, yep.
Koch Arena is not only one of the best college basketball venues, but it's obviously going to be incredible for TBT coming. Can you just talk about the fact that, how excited are you to have fans back? That's really what my question is.
Sure.
Back in Koch.
Yeah. So having fans back has been missed for about a year. The team this past year, the college team, I think they had 20% attendance. I went to 2 games this year, and it just wasn't the same. Energy wasn't there. The vibe of Charles Koch Arena was just pretty much gone. Now we're able to get fans in arenas, stadiums. I think in mid-April we had about 8,000 fans at a college baseball game here in town. And just seeing that atmosphere with our sports fans here in town who are diehard Shocker fans, being able to get out with their families enjoy an atmosphere around a sport, I think was good for our community, but it's also good for the United States. Having sporting events with fans, it's time to get people back out there and support the teams they love. And Wichita hosting 16-team regional with a ton of talent, I think is going to draw outsiders and foreigners into our city. So just to be good for all the players that are here. I think we're going to have another solid outing when it comes to the fans. Back in 19, I think there's a little over 7,000 people at the Aftershocks game. So something to definitely look forward to, and I think it's time for the community to get out and support.
You mentioned some good talent, so much talent that we ranked Connor Frankamp 10th in the top 10 players in Wichita, and we didn't have any other Aftershocks players in there. We got a lot of heat from it from your guys' Twitter account in the Wichita State.
Yeah.
What do you think about that list? Should Connor have been higher? Who else could have been in there?
Sure. I think from a respect standpoint, being 10th out of however many teams is good amount of respect. But Connor, I think if you look at his career right now, he's one of the best transcending players in Europe. I think he was third in scoring in the Spanish league, which is one of the best domestic leagues over in Europe. And he's going on to a EuroLeague team who made the playoffs and got the 8th seed and gave Barcelona a run for their money in the European playoffs. So he's definitely made a name for himself over there. He signed with St. Petersburg and is going to continue to grow as a pro over there. His game really fits what St. Petersburg's about. I think Tyrus McGee needs some more mentions. Obviously, a very talented kid. I think he was in Israel this past year playing with some good competition in that league, another solid domestic league over there in Europe. We had a Wichita kid from Wichita State, Joe Ragland, who was also in that league, and both of those guys spoke highly of each other. So if Joe Ragland's talking good about you, you know you're doing something pretty good over there in Europe. So I'd definitely keep an eye on him when this tournament gets going.
So we have to ask you again. You're definitely not playing, right?
Correct. I have not, like treadmills, right? I've probably not gone over a 4.5 mile per hour since surgery in September. The only time I jog is if I'm jogging to my ball on the golf course. And, that's soft terrain. So it's less stress on the hips.
Is that by choice or just because you're not healthy enough?
I would say it's a little bit of both.
Okay. All right. Good.
I'll just go 50-50. 50% choice, 50% health.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
What else about the Aftershocks team should the Wichita State faithful be excited about?
I think compared to the team in 19, this is going to be a younger team. So we're going to look to get up and down a little bit more. You look at our wings right now with Marcus McDuffie, obviously a younger player, and he really likes to get out in the lanes and run. Darrell Willis is a 5-man who's energetic and can run with the best of them. I think that's kind of the motto of what we're going to go with. You look at like Sideline Cancer and some of those other teams that have success in this tournament, they don't really run a whole lot of plays. They're guys that get the rebounds and pretty much just play basketball at a really, really decent pace. So that's something I'm excited about for our team, just that young youth aspect. Hopefully we can be the second team that gets tired, because you definitely see teams get a little gassed in the middle of July playing this high-level basketball. So the team that doesn't get tired first is usually the team that doesn't have any slip-ups and non-game-winning plays.
So your first-round matchup is against ex-Pats, which is a bunch of Patriot League alumni. Little unknown fact for you. The ex-Pats GM and coach is Joey's high school teammate. So they're going to be running a lot of Joey Lane-style offenses, I hear, which is a lot of threes and no defense. Do you think the Aftershocks can handle a fast-paced – I have no idea what –
We have no idea how that's
running. But do you think the Aftershocks can handle a Joey Lane-style offense?
I kind of think that's what our motto is going to be honest. I think we got some guys that can score it. So if it's going to be a run and gun game and in the 90s to 100s, I'm all for it. I did peek at their roster, and they got some guys that had a lot of success in the Patriot League. And obviously, if you play Division I basketball and you sign up for the TBT, you got to get respect. And they have my respect right now. We're not overlooking anybody. A lot of people around here are looking at that second matchup with K-State or Creighton. But expats, man, you know how the 3 works in the TBT. If you start hitting those, it can get real dicey quick.
He has the coach GM. His name's Jack Lee. 0 coaching experience, so just I wouldn't be worried literally at all.
Me and him have something in common then. So,
yeah,
it's gonna be a fair matchup from that aspect.
Speaking of, back to your playing career, one thing that we have in common is we're both walk-ons. One went on to have a little bit more of a successful career. Where do you think?
And the other one is you.
Right. The other one's you. That's funny, Andrew. My question for you is, where do you rank in terms of all-time great walk-ons? And that's serious. Where do you rank in terms of all-time great walk-ons?
I'm not going to sit here and rank myself, am I?
Okay, that's fine. But
whatever you say, whoever runs the Aftershocks Twitter account is going to think it's too low.
It's too low. Shoot, man, you got to give me a list of like walk-ons that pop up in your guys'
So you're a fake walk-on. Like
Baker
you got to know
Mayfield.
off the top of your head.
Baker Mayfield.
I was a preferred walk-on.
So was I, bro. Come on, let's not do this.
Baker Mayfield's up there. He's the number 1 pick. I wasn't, so I guess he could be ahead of me. That's a different sport, though. But
Scottie Pippen.
Dennis Rodman walked on the NBA. He was an NBA walk-on.
Yeah. Just showed up to camp one day, and everyone was like, "Who are you?" I'm going to start this year. That's who I am.
J.J. Watt.
Wisconsin. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I would say I'm probably behind all of those guys that are like all pro players. So you named like 5 guys, so I'll go 6th. Yeah, 6th all time.
I think the number of walk-ons to make it to the NBA is a lot smaller than the number of walk-ons to make it to the
100%.
NFL, because there's 70 guys on an NFL roster and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's pretty impressive what you've done. And I think you should get back out there and play in TBT. And Joey and I would love to see it. And are you playing this summer? That's the question everyone's wondering.
Everyone's asking that, huh? Is everyone tweeting at you, blowing you up, wondering if I'm playing?
Yes.
Yeah. Like I said, I've probably hit 4.5 miles per hour as far as movement. So my capability is probably at like a 6, maybe 7 miles per hour. So if I could just run from top of the key to top of the key and maybe get a couple fouls, a couple threes up, maybe.
Follow-up question, should we book a tee time now for us to play in Dayton?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm good with that.
No,
you guys got some nice courses out there.
That could be jinxing it.
The best times always happen when you don't plan for it. So maybe we don't book the tee time. Maybe we just think about it.
Yeah,
just kind of put it in the back of the mind.
Well, Joey, we can book a tee time for 4, and depending on who books their ticket to Dayton first gets
another prize is getting to play with us.
Wow, we would
make it to the final 16. You get to golf with you two. That's fair.
Rod, I think you would leave by hole 4. You'd be so annoyed with us.
That's not true. He'd leave because he'd quit. He'd be out so much money.
Yeah, be out of quarters. We should do like an Instagram live. Get like the match going on.
Oh, yes.
Who's the
we already want to do like Seth Greenberg. We're gonna golf with him, and like we already want to make it like a whole content like YouTube video. But I don't think that'll work out.
Just strap your guys' foreheads with like GoPros and just get all sorts of content.
Yeah, put them in the golf cart and stuff when we're driving. We talk about what's going on.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think basketball fans would enjoy that. Let's see. Oh, another question. We asked Mike Dom this last week when we had him on.
Okay.
I have a men's league game tonight. What do you think my stat line will be?
Well, I don't know if you're going to hit the trillion club because I feel like you're actually going to get some PT.
I will. We only have 6 guys tonight. I'll definitely be out there.
Oh, man. Okay. I'm liking the number 12 is in that stat line. I don't know where, if that's turnovers or assists or what that is. Points, I like 21 points.
Whoa, okay. All right.
Yeah. You're going to shoot about 10 free throws and make about 4 of them.
Okay, that's tough because I don't know if I'll venture into the lane to get fouled.
They don't call fouls in men's league or what?
10 from the line?
First of all, if I go to the line 10 times, I'm not going 4 for 10. Second of all, if I go to the line 10 times, I probably have 100 points in the game because that means I'm driving. And
no, it could also mean that it's close down the stretch.
Yes.
And you're the one that's getting – sometimes you just act like you don't know a whole lot about basketball, Joey. And I got to step in and be the one on the show that is the expert when it comes to these things.
So 21 points, 4 of 10 from the free throw line. 12 assists or 12 rebounds?
I was thinking assists.
Okay. Wow, so we're going to score a lot of points tonight.
You better have high ball usage tonight. Otherwise, my prediction is not going to be so hot.
Well, last time Mike Dom said I'd have 12, 5, and 5. I think I had, just so you know, I think I had like 6 points, like 12 assists, and like probably like 8 or 9 rebounds. But like we had other guys going, so I didn't have to score, and we lost. But
oh man, yeah, you're gonna have to get some buckets then.
Tonight we're gonna struggle tonight, but that's okay. That's okay.
Call some timeouts, get your breathers in, get your water, you'll be fine.
Yep. I got one more Wichita State TBT question.
Caller.
We're interviewing Coach Isaac Brown tomorrow. What do you think of him?
Tremendous human being. He's been in the game for years. You should talk about his come up, where he's from. Get as much background story about that man as possible because it's a tremendous story, treats people the right way. He cares about his players. We're having a reunion with ex-players actually the Friday of the TBT, so the start here in Wichita. We've sent out 200-plus invites, and he's all for it, and he wants to see as many ex-players there as possible. He really cares about the guys once they finish their careers and where they're headed after basketball. He's very knowledgeable about those things as far as like life goes. Tremendous dude, though. You guys will love him.
Yeah, follow up.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to it.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Follow up, and we'll fight for this tomorrow when we talk to him. If he offered you a spot on staff, would you take it?
I would not.
Well, we're still gonna.
Have you guys seen? You're gonna
still gonna tell him to offer you a spot on staff. We're gonna be like, we talked to Ron Baker yesterday, and he said he would just be over the moon.
Thrilled.
You offered him the spot on staff.
Oh, he'd go crazy. He'd go crazy. There's too much time involved in college coaching nowadays.
Yeah, but
boys.
what if you're like the director of player development?
That's damn near just as time consuming.
Yeah, but like you're not going out recruiting. Like,
what if you're the director of player
development? Played a lot of golf.
Director of booking tee times for charity or charity college events.
I could probably help with that. There's a lot of golf courses around here. We could get a lot of those.
I'm saying like
those games going.
You need to find a role where you're like the Queen of England. You know, like she's not making any laws. She's not doing any work. She's just the face.
She's just showing up here and there.
Right. Just like, you know.
Ron, we actually talked with your friends and family, and they asked us to help you find something to do in this next stage of your life. So that's why we're trying to –
That's why you guys brought that up.
Towards something, yeah.
Ron, we actually already talked to Coach Brown, and we're here to offer you an assistant coaching position.
Yeah, we have like a big check that says 2 years, $180K or whatever it is. Would you accept this offer?
Yeah, so when I hang up, you're going to continue this video, and you're going to show all the listeners the check and be like, look at this guy. Look what he missed out on. Who does that?
Exactly. Oh, man. All right, well, we end this the same way. You got to give us one question. Ask us a question. Turn the tables on you. I know we just have been basically just shooting the shit the whole time. But any questions you since we last spoke 35 days ago? Any questions you got for us?
Either or can answer this. Who's going to win the College World Series? Don't say NC State because they already got disqualified.
Well, they already won. They're the national champs. But I don't know. Like Vandy wins every year. I'll just take Mississippi State.
We got to see David Price at a College World Series again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, give me Mississippi State. I don't like Mississippi State at all, but give me Mississippi State. Their colors are more interesting too. Black and gold is played out. Give me Mississippi State.
Didn't I tell you last time that I don't really care for baseball? That was
baseball.
Wasn't that this trio where we talked about that?
Yeah, because I asked you about the White Sox situation the other night.
Have you watched the College World Series though, Andrew? It's very, very fun to watch.
Yeah. I saw the Vandy game that ended with the overthrow. That was nuts. Or the over pitch.
Baseball.
It's just I like college because you can have a dominant pitcher and he'll last 8 innings, but then the bullpen comes in and
it's like kindergarten.
Mississippi State will score 5 runs and win the game.
It's also fun because it's just like basketball. A lot of those, you're never going to see these guys ever play again, you know?
Right.
Like, there's something about these, like, I don't know, like in the MLB, like every single guy is great. In college baseball, like the 9-hitter might like be absolutely terrible, but he could also hit a home run, you know? Like it's just, I don't know. Maybe not in the College World Series, but in other games, you got to put 9 guys out there, and some teams just aren't that good. So it's fun to see those guys out there too.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I need to get up to Omaha sometime and watch. I heard it's a great atmosphere.
Especially this year. How about the fact that they tweeted out after they kicked out NC State, they tweeted out the graphic, "Hey, we have the biggest crowd we've ever had."
Yo, Joey, this screams end of the episode interview. And if people are still sticking around for all the Wichita interviews, they'll get a little taste of Ron Baker.
Yeah, literally exactly.
Last question. Are we looking forward to LeBron and the Toon Squad? Because I haven't seen any previews about it. I don't know what's going on, if it's actually going to come out or what the situation is.
I am over the moon. Imagine you getting offered the assistant coach job at Wichita State times 1,000. I'm very excited. I'm a big LeBron guy, so I'm very excited. Joey, we're seeing it together in Charleston.
Yeah, me and Andrew are going to see it together. I don't know. I'm not excited or not. I'm not like – I didn't know when it came out, to be honest. You know what I mean? Like I'm not like –
Yeah, I don't know that it's July 16th either.
Probably not.
No,
if it is, I might just hit the movies after our game, hit the late night.
I mean, like Space Jam literally – for me is a top 5 movie ever. So like anytime there's a sequel, like, you know, it's tough. And I also am not the biggest LeBron fan. I've been outward in saying that. Not the biggest LeBron fan. So I love basketball. So I'm going to watch it. I love corny movies. It's going to be really corny. Like I'm all for it. So we'll see what happens. I don't know.
Okay.
LeBron, he'll never be better than Jordan. So you might as well make all the movies in the world.
Yep. I agree. Get to, you know, producing them. So
all right,
I love how he talked about it in his interview after they lost this series.
Yeah, like what a cornball, bro. Oh my God.
Always focused on the task at hand. He has to beat the Toon Squad. He has to get his son back.
They asked him if he's gonna play in the Olympics, and he said, "I'm gonna no. Let's talk about my movie career."
Yeah, he's focused on the task at hand.
He's promoting a movie instead of representing his country. God. Send him to Russia.
The movie's
not actually. I don't really dislike LeBron this much, but sometimes I like to put on a show, you know?
Ron, we got to have these convos in person.
I think so too. We'll talk about in Dayton, maybe. We'll see.
Fingers crossed. We'll see you there.
I love it.
All right, Ron Baker, thank you. You're the man. Congrats on the new job as Director of Tea Times for the Wichita State basketball team.
Director of Tea.
I'm your guy. I'll get them booked for you. Holler.
All right, thanks, man.
We appreciate you. Take care.
Later, guys.